Welcome back, you beautiful people. It is March 2022. So naturally, we're taking a look back at what happened in February 2022. Month combined, we sold a total of 1,421 properties. That is 2.6% more than we sold in 2021. And the average price has gone up by 18.3% to $752,000. The inventory is low, 1.2% less. It's a little bit higher than we saw in January 2022, but still, it's under 1,000 properties, both residential and condo, available for sale in Ottawa right now. We are sitting on 3 weeks of inventory. It is a strong seller's market, and there are a lot of sales happening and not a lot of new properties coming to market. Combined year to date, we're sitting at a growth rate of 17.2% and an increased number of sales by 0.3% because we had a bit of a slower January to start, but February is picking up. Average price at 722, 330. It is up there. Some international uncertainty. There's interest rates which are going up. Buyers might be snatching up places right now with higher prices, knowing that if they've already locked in their rate, they've only got 120 days to get something with those rates going up, and their buying power might diminish. Now, interestingly, when your buying power diminishes, it doesn't typically have the same effect on pricing that a lot of people think it does. Brendan and I just did a podcast about this, talking about the main two factors are supply and demand, and that's why we get into all of this when we're looking through everything. If you guys want to have a personal, in-depth conversation, feel free to check the Calendly link below. You can book a private consultation with me or someone on the team as well, to go over either buying or selling or investing in real estate. On the residential side, it's a little bit different here. In February, we sold 1095 houses, so a 7% increase, and the average price of a residential house in February in 2022, $837,000. That's average residential. So what that tells me is average residential means townhouse or small little wartime bungalow. So the prices are creeping for sure. Inventory on the residential side, we do have more inventory, which is great. We had almost nothing in February, and we've got 766 now in 2022. So that's nice, but the number of purchases are going up. So as a result, we still only have 3 weeks of inventory based on the number of sales. Year to date, we're sitting at 812. So like I said, a lower January and a higher February in terms of pricing. Number of sales is sitting at 1755. So up by 3.5% in terms of the number of sales, and up by 15.9% in terms of the average price of a residential home. The inventory coming up does give us a little bit of a hope that prices might stabilize, but until the demand drops or buyers lose their purchasing power, we're going to continue, and this is likely going to be for another 2 or 3 months moving into the springtime. We'll keep an eye on the inventory because, like I said, it's inventory, supply, and demand, which are the main indicators moving forward. Demand hasn't dropped off, and supply is just starting to pick up a little bit, but not enough to offset anything really. On the condo side, we've sold less condos, but the number of condos that we're talking about is such a small number, with 362 versus 326. It's down by 10%, but the average price of a condo is up by 14.5. Inventory is the same issue. All right, we've got way less inventory, only 230 condos to choose from. If you've got a condo, this might be the year to sell it. 3 weeks of inventory on the condo side as well, so you can see the ratio of number of sales to the actual inventory. It is a strong seller's market. We will stay in a seller's market until we get to about 4 months worth of inventory. So we've got a ways to go before we get there. Number of sales, like we see, is down by 7.8%, but again, the average price is up by 15.8. So average price of a condo now at $450,000, which is quite significant considering last year at this time we were about to crack the 400 mark. We did see a bit of a yo-yo trend with pricing towards the end of last year and beginning of this year for much of the fall, where it would go up or down by $20,000, $30,000, or $40,000. That seems to have gone away, where we saw a higher price in January and then a further higher price again in February. So I believe that condos are going to sort of stabilize. The reason we sort of see this yo-yo effect is because we're working with such a small number as compared to either residential or combined, and any fluctuation in the market has a bigger effect it looks bigger. So if you guys would like to get into any of this, how it applies to you, like I said, there's a Calendly link below that you can book a private consultation with me or the team. If you think this is important information, feel free to share it, like it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so that you can keep up to date with all of the podcasts that we're doing, listing videos, and of course these informative market updates. So as always, reach out. You can call as well at 1-888-REAL585. And until then, keep it real, collective.